And what a meeting it's going to be. Do we have any, you all know this stuff. I should ask you to recite it, but this is our vision. And today we're seeing a few odd people here who are going to help us create lasting change, but we're still going to do it. And certainly we've got some diversity here more than usual, so it's looking pretty good. Are there any guests that we have today that we want to introduce? Any guests? Can't tell. Hi Vanessa. Hi Romy. Hi Siva's coming in. Hi Rebecca. Everyone's coming in great. All right. So we're going to go straight into scary space. That's not, oh yeah. I think this is where we start. We're gonna do some recognition. We're gonna look at some costumes today. So I would like to ask that if you have a costume on, or if you don't have a costume on, that you go ahead and end your video. So all we see are the costume people.
If you end your video though, a picture comes up.
Thank you, sweetheart.
What happens?
You just stop your video, but you stay joined to the meeting, a picture comes up or a blank person comes up.
Right, but for us, we see you. Look, we see your costume. All right. Does everybody see everybody's costumes?
Rebecca's still working on hers, it looks like.
Yeah, well, you know, this is so we've got some costumes. Scott, tell us who you are.
I can only see a couple of people up on the top. I can't see everybody.
Huh.
Somebody's impersonating Janice Newman.
Yeah.
Maggie, if you stop sharing, then we can see the whole screen.
There we go. Okay, so we have Scott.
I'm 1978 junior high photo.
Very cool.
Age 14, 15, something like that.
And then we have Amanda, who's very ghoulishly scary. And we have Shoshana, who's all dressed up, beautiful.
Unicorn today.
You're a unicorn. Oh my gosh. All right. And Rebecca is running about. I am, since most of this year has been in the crapper, I am your fairy toilet paper, your toilet paper fairy. And I deliver toilet paper to unsuspecting people who have lost all theirs. So that is what I do.
Maggie, how do you know they lost all their toilet paper?
You can tell by the look on their faces. I mean, they can't have a mask on, but if they're not wearing their mask, you can pretty much tell. And then I also spray fairy dust when needed.
Hey, Maggie?
Yes, ma'am. Tell us.
This is Rebecca. I hope you can you guys all see my buddies?
I think your family looks, you know, you're underfeeding them, I think.
No, they're my coworkers. They're called the Buddies. This is, let's see, this is Buddy Senior. You can see he's matching my costume. He's also Day of the Dead. This is Buddy Junior. It's non-binary, goes by they, them. And then this is Buddy Sue. And yeah, she's also dressed in Day of the Dead. So I would like credit for also matching my background to my costume.
Lovely. Well, Scott did too. Yes. Bravo.
Yeah, well, he just put up a picture. This took effort.
Well, I think it's marvelous. And do your coworkers spend their whole time on coffee break, it looks like? That's what they do all day while you're really pumping out the work?
No. They're busy. They're making meat. I lost there's a meat grinder here. The foot's missing, but no, they're making meat. They're taking notes. They're very active. They change every day too. This isn't what they're dressed like every day.
Okay.
Just asking, they were peons on Monday for a trilobite.
So you guys make meat at your office. That's very interesting. Well, I love it. It's beautiful. You guys, this is awesome. Well, I have gifts for our 4 major costumers. You're going to get, oh God, there's a spider again. Damn it. I really have a spider problem. So someday when you least suspect it, if somebody throws a 4-pack of Scott tissue at you, Scott, it's probably me and Shoshana and Amanda and Rebecca. Wonderful. Thank you for playing along. Oh gosh, look at Rebecca's spider is kind of scary. I love your face too. Oh, this is great. You guys, this is awesome. Happy Halloween. You guys can all come back, those of you who left the screen. Oh yeah, Scott wanted you to move. I guess we've seen your, Patty, have you been able to see a picture? There we go. All right. Very cool. I love it. I love it. Very cool. So let's go back to this. Oops. Are you seeing my screen again?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks like we had spiders and dead people blowing horns. How many of you, well, we'll get to that in a minute, but I want to say a big thank you. This mask, I don't know how you humans wear masks. These are terrible. Fairies don't need masks, at least as far as I know. I want to thank everybody who participated in all of our fundraisers. We've done a few already in the last few months and been pretty busy. Sunday was really fun. And also all of you who made donations to the Breakfast Club or the No Breakfast Club. If anyone wants to still do that, we can still use that support. And that's, of course, thinking about how much money you are saving by not spending it on breakfast with us and donating all or part of that to our foundation, the club's foundation, so that we can continue to do our projects in the community. So if you haven't been able to do that yet or haven't thought about it, please think about it, certainly before the end of the year or anytime, but we can take it. So thank you so much to everybody. This is how excited I got when I thought about it. I set off fireworks, I think in New York. So another recognition we want to do, we didn't have time to do it last week, but I'd like to do it today. And Dustin, can you take over on this one for me? I'll pull up a slide for you.
Great. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Loud and clear. All righty. So let's go all the way back to 2019. This was seems like forever ago now, but each year, all the past presidents know this, and incoming presidents will. The international Rotary International president will set up a series of goals for presidents to help the club achieve, goals such as like membership, Rotary Foundation giving, service, engaging young leaders, public image. So Mark Maloney was Rotary International president in 2019-2020, and back then our president, AJ Gonzales, managed to achieve not only every single goal that was set out for him, but went above and beyond and even did more than that. So we received, or AJ received on behalf of our club, the Presidential Citation Award from Mark Maloney, and the platinum underneath there is the highest recognition that you can get for that. So not only did we achieve the goals he set for our club, but we went above and beyond that. So great job, AJ, and great job for the rest of the club for performing that. It's kind of no surprise that our club is outstanding and can do things like this, but it's remarkable that, you wouldn't don't underestimate how hard it is to get people to set these goals in general. That's step one. And then step 2, 3, 4, 20 are actually achieving them. And so AJ did a great job of helping facilitate this and getting our committees and members on track. And we were recognized last week at the at our district conference online for all of y'all that went to that. So great job, AJ. And if you're here, can't see everyone, do you want to say anything about it or congratulate everyone? Because it's not that easy to achieve, and to hit platinum is pretty remarkable. So
no, it definitely speaks to how amazing this club is and how engaged the whole club is. I really had a good time my year, and thanks to all of you and all the things that you guys do each and every day, and then pivoting with me during the pandemic and the other things that happened. Thank you guys for making this club so amazing, making it so easy.
Right on. And hey, I will say, you know, even I got a chance to look at what these goals are and the bar that was set. And even though some of them were set at 0 and 0 were achieved, we still achieved them. There were only a few, but they were you know, kind of archaic anyway. So anyway, great job, AJ. And yep, there you go, President Maggie.
Thank you so much, and what an achievement. And this club does rock, and it's nice to see getting recognition. We were the only platinum achieving club in our district, so that's pretty cool. I want to go back to something, and I wanted to say I got so jumped when I started seeing costumes. I just jumped right in there, but we do have a guest here. We have Shoshana. And I did mention you for your costume, but we do have a guest. You want to say hello and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Shoshana, and I'm really delighted to be working with Arcata Main Street on some wonderful modified events this year and trying to bring some sparkle and fun to modified creativity to downtown Arcata this year, and helping with the Creamery District in Arcata, and then also Redwood Rocks World Dance Studio, that's now a nonprofit dance studio, and teaching as a part-time lecturer at HSU. And I'm dyeing my daughter's hair blue for school today. But
well, she's definitely multitasking. Yeah.
Multitasking unicorn.
Some of us just sit in these meetings and drink our coffee, but do what you got to do. That's awesome. So,
blue hair. Thank you.
What it looks like.
So, wow, Brandon, I like your glasses. I don't know if I really ever noticed those before. Oh, you Superman. Well, Superman, I hate to tell you, you showed up late. That could never happen in real life.
I was trying to use my link and my old link wouldn't work, so I had to ask Amanda. I was like, I need the link.
Oh, yeah, you got to dump those old links, guys. Dump them.
I'm going to start dumping all the old ones.
Yeah. So, well, it's good to see you. And so we are going to go now to Jamie's Craft Talk. So Jamie, are you ready? I will stop sharing so that you can share.
Okay, I've never shared before, so let me see if I know how to do this.
Wait a minute. Wait, I can't find my mouse has gone crazy. There we are. Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay.
There you go. You're on it.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for giving me a chance to talk a little bit about myself. That's what everyone likes to do. You know, I'm just so glad to be a part of this group. You know, going through the process and looking at other groups, we just stand so far above the rest. So it's wonderful to be a part of this. You know, because I've recently moved back, I wanted to kind of center this talk around Humboldt County and my ties here. So you can see here, I was born in Fortuna. My birth date's 4567. My dad was Jim Anderson. He was a CPA at Rodriguez, Anderson and Summer. Working marriage therapist in Fortuna at the age of 86. So wonderful woman. My sisters, I have two sisters, Leslie Ziegler, he's 7 years older than me. She's married to Paul Ziegler. who works at Eureka City Schools, if you've ever run into him. And then I have another sister down in Novato. Here you can see kind of the Mod Squad picture over here of the family. So background, went to Fortuna Union High School, graduated in '85. I'm sure you can see the brooding blonde-haired guy in the back with the big head of hair. That would be me on the Fortuna High soccer team. So graduated in '85, played lots of soccer. I played year-round soccer, played basketball. Unfortunately, Arcata was our biggest foe, and they were always better than us, so that was a little troubling. But yeah, played lots of sports, basketball, BMX. Once I graduated from high school, a buddy of mine from school and I decided, let's apply for Davis. We got in, so I went there as an econ and statistics major. Quickly learned that I did not like statistics, so I changed my degree to organizational studies. I was a management major in the sociology department, and it certainly, for a career in management that I went into, it certainly became a good major overall. So when I said I wanted to do my talk around Humble, one of the things that kind of draws us back is our family cabin out at Denny. I don't know if any of you have ever know where that is. It's basically past Willow Creek, head to Trinity Village, and then up and over the hill for 20 miles. And you get to a little valley on the New River. So pretty, a lot of gold miners, probably some cannabis growers out there. But we've had that cabin for such a long time, and it's such a wonderful part of our family. You can see this picture on the left. There are 4 cabins across the river. So to get to the cabins, you have to get on a gas-powered tram. The cable is about 150 yards long and probably about 100 feet down to the river. So not for the faint of heart, but once you get there, it's beautiful. All you do is eat, drink, sleep, swim, repeat. No cell phone coverage. So you can see the picture on the right is the river. So just beautiful, and something that really draws us back from other times. This, I would be lost without my wife of 25 years. We've been together for 28. Suzette. We were celebrating our 25th anniversary this September, and unfortunately a trip to Europe turned into a really nice bottle of wine and steak at home during COVID, but we'll get out there eventually. I thank you. I think I did buy the Plaza Grill gift card for that, so thank you, Tom. But here's Suzette at the cabin. I think that's a Pirate Fest picture from a couple years ago. And then there we are in Portland. We've been empty nesters for quite some time. So a lot of this stuff, I struggled to find recent pictures of our kids since we moved. But talking about hobbies, I love to fish. I thought I'd put this one up there because this is one of my wife's favorite stories. This was a trip to Cancun. And I will say, first fish on was the one on the right. I was a gentleman. I let my wife take the rod first. And that's what she landed with a little bit of help. This was, of course, my first fish. So I do like fishing. I'm a big steelhead fisherman, so I enjoy that. Probably my biggest passion is cycling. I've done that since an early age. The picture you see on the left was when I was in Denver. I would do a ride called the Triple Bypass. It was 120 miles, one day. You'd start at 7,000 feet, climb up to 12,000 feet. You do, I think, 11,000 feet of climbing. So that was quite a ride. The one there in the middle is from Boise to McCall. That was an actual race. So one of my biggest passions, I do mountain bike as well, but road biking is kind of what I like to do. And yeah, I do have 2 kids. So as I said, they've been out of the house for a while. But our son Brandon on the left has just moved back here. He's always wanted to be here. We always told him, yeah, no. But since we actually ended up moving back home to be closer to family, we said, well, why don't you come on out? So he's just recently moved out and starting a new career. On the right is our daughter Stephanie. She still lives in Denver. We see her, once, twice a year. These are our real kids, though. Again, these are the ones. If you check my phone camera roll, you'd see mostly pictures of these. So this is BB, our little Frenchie puppy, or as we call her, the Beebinator. There's Jessie, our cat, and then my dog, Sadie Sue, a Charcoal Lab. So she is my love. But yeah, those are the ones we pay most attention to. Let's see, career. I spent a lot of time with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. The same friend that talked me into UC Davis said, well, why don't we go interview with Enterprise? So back in 1990, I started as a management trainee, worked my way up in the Sacramento Valley. I covered territories anywhere from Eureka all the way to Modesto during that time, and worked my way from a management trainee to a group manager. But at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, it's a very big sales culture, a very big management culture. If you're not moving up, you're moving out. So you're always expected to look for promotions. I took a promotion in Chicago, Illinois. We had never really left the state. I was scared to death, or we both were. But turned out Chicago is a beautiful city. We lived in Naperville and truly enjoyed it. Another promotion, I went to Denver as a regional vice president, did many different regions, did that job for 12 years. At the peak, I probably managed 350 employees in 60 locations. But as Enterprise bought Alamo and National, they changed the structure. And I, at that point, said, you know what, 22 years is enough renting cars. I have enough gray hair on my head at that point. So I took early retirement. Weren't sure what we were going to do, but we had bought a house in Boise, Idaho a year previously when our son went to college there at Boise State. So we decided to move into that house, and didn't know what to do, but I always liked the real estate. So I got into commercial real estate, and you can see there, sale and lease of office and investment properties. I did that for 7 years. Everything was going great in Boise. I don't have a bad thing to say about Boise, Idaho. It's a wonderful city. My wife had a Pilates studio. I was doing well in commercial real estate, but we really just missed home, missed family, tried to get them to leave, and they just would not leave. So we made the decision to pack up and come home. I put here, I think we're the only people in the country that actually moved from Boise, Idaho to California. Everybody else is going the other way. So we came here. I didn't have a job, but we were glad to be here. Fortunately for me, I consider myself a very lucky guy. I met Jennifer Budwig, and based on my commercial real estate experience, was offered a job as a commercial lender. Fabulous company, very family oriented. I'm now been moved up to the branch manager and the commercial lender at the Arcata location. So come see us anytime. We're there. Lastly, I wanted to chat a little bit about Rotary. To me, I've worked in, at Enterprise and Colliers, and we've been very involved in charity, United Way, MS, Denver, but those were always solely monetary involvements. We never really were given the time nor the flexibility to get involved. And that's what really interests me of Rotary and all of you. There are so many things going on and so many opportunities to help the community. And I had said that was one of my things that I really wanted to do when coming back here, was to get out into the community. So I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad to be a part of this. And I'm looking for, now the next step is looking for ways to get out into the community. So thank you very much. I appreciate the time, and I look forward to one day when COVID is over, meeting all of you in person
Wonderful. Thank you. That was great, and applause. We're so glad to have you in our club, and definitely, and welcome home. Yes, welcome home. I think now is the time I would normally present you with your blue badge. I think you finished all of your requirements. Is that correct?
I did.
Yes, yes, and I was so busy. I can't say putting together my costume, but I was so busy putting together the auction items for today that I did not get your blue badge. So, so demerit for me. But
there's always next week.
I am thankful that there is next week. So we will have your blue badge presentation. That's something that that I want to make sure Tomas is here for. So, so we will do that. We will do that next week. Awesome. So we're going to jump right into something else. Talk about service a little bit. So we're going to start with Slack. So Patty, are you ready to give us a little bit of an overview of Slack, which will only help us in our service? I will stop sharing and turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. And let's see.
And this is Patty. This is going to need to be a pretty short intro, and we'll have do some more in the coming weeks. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Sorry, and we'll come back to it.
Sounds good. Okay. So thank you for everybody who's already jumped on Slack, and thank you, Maggie, for giving this a try. Hopefully, it'll make all the projects going on in Rotary a lot easier. So, what is Slack? Slack is a free online platform. Can everybody see my screen? Maggie, yes, yeah, hopefully.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, great. It's so Slack is a free online platform, and it allows teams to easily communicate and work together. So also it's a private workspace, so it's invitation only. And why should we be using Slack? Well, I think it's a better way for Rotarians to stay connected and informed and be organized, better than email. So what's wrong with email? As I think we all can agree, email threads can be difficult to track. Information gets lost in the threads, and it can be difficult to go back and try to search for important dates and times and different tasks, and then trying to remember what the subject line was, or who the sender was, or when it was sent. And so the email threads can really overload our inboxes, and especially for recipients who aren't vital to the conversation. So with that, important club announcements can sort of get drowned out in the daily business. So, and also, as we all know, we can check an email and then forget to, record the information, and then we forget about it. So how does Slack help solve this problem? Slack will keep all the Rotary business in one place. So all the discussions, announcements, requests, links, everything will all be in one location. And all of those discussions are organized by projects or channels. And so you can have all the committees or events or meetings all separated out in these channels, and they're all searchable. So you can search a topic that you want to go find. So Slack will save you time because you're not searching back through your email box. You can just quickly go to the platform and take part in an ongoing conversation. And then conversations that aren't vital to you at that moment won't appear in your inbox. But you can still keep tabs on what's going on anytime. And the information won't get deleted or lost in your email inbox. Rotary business will always be at your fingertips. Discussion threads on Slack are easy to follow and reply to. And you can easily grab somebody's attention by with a notification. And I'll show you that in a minute. And So all the channel discussion threads are accessible to anybody, anytime. So if you want to see what's going on in another committee, you can go hop over to their channel and see what they're talking about. And then there's also, we can have locked channels. So for board level business or, you know, private discussions. Also, you can have a private one-on-one discussion with another Rotary member by direct messaging them. And I think this will keep, you know, more important club-wide announcements more visible via email. So we can do the daily business on Slack and then save email for bigger announcements. So how does it work? Well, most of you already know because you're already on there, so it's really easy. But if you haven't yet, look for an invitation in your email from Slack. If you didn't get one, email me and I'll put my email in the chat so you guys can reach me, and I'll send you an invitation. And then you just accept your invitation by clicking join now. And then you set up your account and your profile. So once you're logged on to the
Patty?
Yeah.
Patty, this is a good place to probably stop you
Okay.
now because
I think it's just about done, Maggie.
Okay.
I was just going to point out one more thing, a couple of things that are kind of important. So here's the channels over on the left, and it's very intuitive. You can figure it out. You can search. There is a search up in the up here in this area, the left side. There's menus, and you can drop down and you can search for you know, files or links or things that people have posted in Slack. And then also to get somebody's attention, you just type the @ symbol and their screen name, and then they will get a notification if their notifications are turned on. And also the notifications are very highly configurable. So you can you know, set that your preferences, how you want to be notified if in the discussions. So there's also a tip guide that I posted in Slack already. You can read that. And I hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. And I know that DACDB can do some of this type of stuff, but I think Slack is a, I know some of you already use Slack for other things. So we're going to talk more about this. Mike, I see your hand. I know that there's a lot that we still have to do today, and I know the first time we see this, it's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to run and learn that. So I'm going to bring Patty back to show us tips and things to really make this useful to us so that we really start transitioning into a better way to communicate, because we all know what we're talking about with that one. So Patty, thank you. I want to give you more time at future meetings to just kind of give us some tips and show us how to actually go in and do things, because I think that will really help people realize the value of this. So thanks a bunch. We've got a few quick announcements. These are some upcoming sponsored events. I will send out an email, talk about emails, that have links to all the ways that you can hook into some of these events from other clubs that are coming up. They all have a lot going on. So I will send you the links to that, but there's one that Mike needs to talk about, which is a Veterans Day event. So Mike, do you want to mention that, what's going on with that? You're muted. You're still muted. There you go. Where are you?
Thank you. We have been approved with a long form from the county that we're going to be COVID compliant with everything. We've been approved with the city. I'm going to get a key to the flag box and the ladder the day before. I need anybody who's a vet, please let me know that you're going to be there. I would love that. Anybody who is possibly connected with a Boy Scout troop that could help us out, that would be great. Because of COVID, a lot of things have changed with older veterans groups. So exactly who's going to participate and not, I'm not sure at the moment. So I need, hopefully we'll have at least maybe a half a dozen of our members that will be there at 4 o'clock that will help me with crowd control and possibly folding the flags when they come down. Okay, thank you.
Great. So if you want to help with that, please get in touch with Mike as soon as possible. That would be awesome. Thank you, Mike. And then Amy, you have a event coming up. Do you want to mention this real quickly?
Yeah, I'll just be so quick. Thank you. And I'm running around, so I'm not going to start my video if that's okay. But can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we're doing a week-long fried chicken challenge at Wild Souls Ranch, and it's half like fried chicken challenge, half raffle. So you make a $25 donation on our website, and then anytime the week of November 8th through the 14th, you'll post a video or a photo on your social media and then tag Wild Souls Ranch of yourself making like your most favorite fried chicken recipe, and then you'll be entered into a giveaway for a brand new KitchenAid stand mixer. And we're also getting local restaurants involved, so during that same week they'll have fried chicken specials running, and the proceeds from those will go to Wild Souls Ranch.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to know more about that, contact Amy, and here's the information. You can take a picture of this if you're interested. But if you go to their webpage, Wild Souls Ranch, they will give you all the information for that.
Yes.
Great. So
thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Nick, are you there? There he is. People need their money because we're about to do a auction. Of course, somebody won it last week, so you won't win a lot this time.
Yeah, so it's $20 this week. And that's it. There's no other gift certificates or anything like that. Today's winner is Karen. And we will see if she's a big winner today too. $5. So I'll pay you. I'll roll it over into your next prepaid raffle, Karen.
All right. Excuse me. Congratulations, Karen. So Terry, we've got Paul Harris Society today.
Thank you, Maggie, and thank you, Lori and Maggie, for making the next level in donations. As I always say, you don't have to, you can be a Paul Harris Fellow once or 25 times, it's just fine. So thank you very much for your dedication and generosity, both Lori and Maggie.
Yes, thank you, Lori. I'm never going to catch up to you, but I'll keep trying. So now we're at our door number 3, Final Friday. The proceeds for this are going to go to the Polio Plus fund, and it's going to add to the over $1,000 that we collected last week. And I want to encourage people to join the Polio Plus Society that we heard about last week, or make a one-time donation toward that. If you're not able to buy one of our great raffle prizes or auction items today, then that's another way that you can support this. So Mike sent us some pictures of a friend of his in the Philippines actually doing the work. So thank you for sharing these, Mike. This is just another shot of people doing this important work during COVID. Thought that was cool. And again, what we raise today will go towards towards our Polio Plus Foundation donation. So
Meg,
yes.
Before we start with the auction, I wanted to give a recap from the foundation virtual event last week. our club did great. We were out of 47 clubs in our district. We were number 5 in per capita giving to the annual fund. Woohoo! We were number 8 in total giving with a total of $33,039. And there were only 4 clubs in the whole district who were recognized as 100% giving clubs, which means everybody in the club gave money. And 4 Every Rotarian Every Year clubs, which means that everybody gave at least $25 and that our overall per capita was at least 100. So 1 out of 4, we got both of those awards. So you guys are great. Thank you. And on to the auction.
Thank you, Terry. Thanks for sharing that. So my trick for today is I did not send our auctioneers this information in advance. So, but here it is. We're going to get right to it. I told you in an email we might run a little late, but they're going to get through it. And this is the first one we've got.
Brandon and I were talking, we hadn't seen the slides. We're like, well, we'll auction off ourselves and some gold stars. Luckily, you don't have to buy us. Oh, but we do have to read what we're selling.
I wouldn't go for very much anyway, so it's not worth it.
When we're donating to polio, you never know. Our value increases.
True.
Very good, God. So we're starting out with books and booze from Bryn. Bryn, do you want to talk anything about this one? Seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it is what it says it is. We have a Rotary tote. We have 4 drink glasses, so you can pour yourself 4 different drinks because you can't drink with other people right now. There's ice cube mold because you got to have the right ice for whiskey. And then there's a nice bourbon and a Powers Irish whiskey. Oh, and you got to read while you drink. So we have a $40 gift card to Northtown Books too to support a local business.
Oh, this is a sneaky one. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Vintage glasses to drink your quality whiskey, and book gift certificate and a tote to carry it all around in. What do you think we need to start this one at? $100, Terry.
I was gonna say at least 100. Yeah. There we go. Joyce has already got 120.
We're well learned. There's only a few items this week, so this is your chance to donate to polio. So
that's true.
There we go.
I got Joyce at 160 here already. Wow. Okay.
I really like those glasses. They're pretty cute. You don't find glasses like that anymore.
I have never seen those types of glasses. Yeah. I mean, I've seen Rotary glasses, but maybe it's these things. Maybe they need to.
You got to use fake glasses for costumes, Brandon.
All right, Joyce is going to get it at 160. Do we got anybody that wants to take her up a little bit? I mean, she's bet 3 times, it looks like, maybe twice. 160 going once. Anybody want 175? I mean, you got 2. Is that 2 things of whiskey, bourbon and whiskey? She's going to get it.
Box.
Maybe it's just the box. It's a tricky one. There we go, 175. Box or not, who cares? 175.
That's 2
box
different.
Quality.
It is
Joyce,
2.
You gonna let Lori bid you out?
I think Bryn's saying it's 2 different. Yeah.
2 bottles of whiskey.
That's a bottle for every 2 glasses because of the 4 glasses. This is awesome.
All right.
Alrighty, I think we got one here.
I think we got it.
Lori, you're awesome. 175. Oh, Plumley, nice. Old-fashioned tasting kit. This is the first time we're reading this too, so you know we're gonna we're seeing what we got here. Buffalo Trace, bottle knob.
So this one's going to give you a chance to compare Southern Old Fashioned to a Northern Old Fashioned. So your Northern Old Fashioned is going to have the rye, and your Southern Old Fashioned is going to start with the bourbon. We got 2 great mixing bourbons, the bitters and orange, some Luxardo cherries, which are absolutely amazing. There's also going to be a muddler, some screw cubes, and a mixing spoon.
You're ready to go.
All you need is glasses and ice, and you got a good time.
Somebody could socially distance with Lori, and there you go. She's got 4 of them. All righty, where's our old-fashioned drinkers? Where should we start this one at? What do you think? 75?
I think 75.
At least start there. You know, we've only got 3 or 4 items, so this would be a good one. There we go. A couple hundreds. Terry, wow, Joyce, you are fast on that typing. My goodness. 100. Okay. There we go, Craig. 120.
A lot in this game.
The cherries alone are 30. Oh.
$30 cherries.
Well,
Yeah, those are amazing cherries.
so you're saying Craig should bet 150? Is that what you're saying? Looks like we got a 130 there. Anybody want to go 145? Just right under that 150. You know, just bump it up a little bit. I think we only have 2 or 3 more items. This is, you know, if you want your old fashioned, this is a good one.
Is this our last final Friday of the year too?
Yes, we don't do it in November or December.
Oh my goodness! All righty.
Listen
There
to
we go.
Superman there.
This is your last chance.
And the ghoul.
For Rotary booze before the new year, guys. This is load up now.
So you got to stock up for Halloween, and then you got Thanksgiving, and also Christmas, and all the other fun New Year. My goodness! All righty. Tom's gonna sneak in there with a little extra $5 bet. Just kind of came out of nowhere. Lisa and Craig, I don't know if you're going to take that, you know, 150. I mean, Lisa, come on, what's 155? What's 10 more dollars, right? We're not going to have Final Friday for another 3 months here. There we go.
But this is an experience. These are quality mixing whiskeys. So.
And if you don't know how to make the old fashioned, everybody has Brian's number, right? So yeah, we could just text him, you know. And you know what? Even if you don't buy this and you still want to know how to do an old fashioned, just text him anyways.
We can rip it open and demonstrate it right now, but it's a little early.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
What's going on in the Hemphill household?
Right? There's 2 bars.
The best part of making it old fashioned is grinding up that sugar cube with the bitters on it with a nice muddler. It's very satisfying.
I feel like you have a calling to be a mixologist here, Brian.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yes.
Your next career can be bartender.
Yeah.
Remember that when we get to do in-person events again.
Yes.
Him and Vanessa. Just there you go. Yeah. All righty. I think Chris is going to outbid Lisa, which I'll know the story to that later, but very, very funny. Okay. 160 going once. I think we're going to get it here, 160. I don't see Greg Foster coming in with like 200 randomly like he usually does. So
No.
going once, going twice. Bitters for the Hemphills. I don't know who's going to drink it, but one of them's going to drink it.
Ooh, this is a good one. Is Greg here?
He may not be.
He may not be. So we can add a whole bunch of stuff to it, right?
Yeah. So he's gonna bake a pie for of the person's winner's choosing from these choices, and he's doing 2 different pies, so there can be 2 winners. It could be apple, blueberry, rhubarb. Well, you can read. Anyway, that's what he's doing, and those are not his hands.
Greg is here.
Is he? Well, Greg. Anyway.
Did you say Greg?
He's making the pies, guys. Come on.
No, Greg's not here. Sorry.
Karen, way to jump in there. Way to just get it going. 75, I think, is a great start. Anybody want to go 85? I mean, you do get your choice. Black.
I've heard a lot about Greg's pies. I've heard they're something else.
They're probably made right in the heart of Ferndale, right? I mean, that's like where pies were started, I think. I don't know. So
I don't know that Dick Taylor's dark chocolate cream pie. That's probably really good.
Gluten-free crust.
I bet you can request it. I bet you could. We'll say that we said yes, so he'll make a gluten-free crust.
Yeah, gluten-free.
It was on the slide. I'm sure I see it on the slide.
It's on there. Yeah. All righty, we got.
Tell him if he complains. Gluten-free crusts aren't that hard to make.
So right now, our top 2 bidders, if we're going with 2 winners, we got Brandy and Lori. But 85 and 80, I think we can get some special requests from Greg, like a gluten-free. Maybe he'll throw in some Cool Whip or something, or maybe you can talk them into it. Just start thinking about this kind of stuff, guys. I mean, when you win a raffle or a Final Friday from Greg, you can start, especially when he's not here.
So we got Lori and Brandy as Karen. So Karen and Brandy are our winners right now.
Karen and Brandy. Bummer.
I think the way you're supposed to do it is the top bid, they both pay the same for whatever the top bid is, that's what the other person has to match.
Okay, I like that because then there's more bidding. So yeah.
Both pies are equal.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like this equal pie.
So we have two 90s.
There you go. Karen and Brandy, both at 90. I think that's pretty dang good. Yeah, going once. Unless Lori wants a pie. I mean, I don't know. But going twice, bye pie, Lori. Got it, Brandy. Go for it. Karen, you too.
2 pies.
Love it. 2 pies. And another pie. Here we go.
Ooh.
And this is your last item.
Jessica, you want to talk at all about this one? You're here. You're here. I saw you.
So James and I, a few years ago, I got James a pizza oven, and it's been really fun to learn how to use it. And so we're getting pretty good at it. So what we'll do is we will bring a pizza party to you, to your location, 6 to 8 people at your place. We'll be there too. We'll bring some wine, and we'll just fire and share pizzas until everybody is sated. So there's this picture that's on the screen is of our Fig and Pig, which has prosciutto and figs and goat cheese, and it's definitely a perennial favorite in terms of almost every time that we've made pizza, Fig and Pig ends up getting made. But yeah, the pizzas they're pretty good. They cook within about a couple minutes, and then out they come. So we just keep them coming. There's a picture of the little pizza oven and our COVID safe protocol in terms of rolling crusts and feeding people. So it's been pretty fun. 6 to 8 people. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I tell you what, and these are your hands, unlike Greg's in the last one, right? So
Those are my hands. Yes, okay. Indeed.
So you're getting her actual hands, none of this fake picture stuff. We needed you at the golf tournament. My goodness, this is great.
Right?
We've gone camping before and done pizza for 20, but that's overwhelming. So yeah, we take our pizza oven camping though. It's impressive.
Jessica, I want you to text me what kind of pizza oven you have sometime. My family's really into this kind of thing, but they don't have a portable pizza oven.
No, so this thing is amazing, Amanda. I'll get it to you. Yeah. It's called a rock box, ROCCBOX. They're made in New Zealand. Yeah.
Ooh, all good things come from New Zealand.
It's pretty amazing. This rolling flame that comes up over the top. Pretty great. Wow. Anyway, yeah.
Starting a new trend.
Terry has started us off at 200, and let me tell you, that's a low bid on this one. 6 to 8 with wine, food made by Jessica. I mean, anything.
That's like what? Even if you had 8 people, that's like 25 a person, right? That's still pretty cheap to have service come to your door. Anybody got
COVID times?
I know, right? And no delivery fee, no DoorDash fee. I mean, it's just straight, 200, which is nice. Talk is cheap.
Last chance for polio. All of this goes to polio.
Pizza pies for polio, yes.
Terry might be having a pizza party here. Anybody want to go 225? I mean, we got 200 already. They're 210. There we go. 210. Romy, can you attest to the tasting of these pies? Better than Greg's pies, right?
You can see we're in the backyard. We're in the backyard of my house, which Romy and I live right next door to each other. This was the last time that we had pizza the last time we did pizza was in the backyard with Romy and my father-in-law, and it was pretty good. It's usually pretty good.
They're absolutely delicious. And they like that night they made 5 different kinds, and you just can't get enough. And just watching Jessica and her brilliance and rolling them out and getting them all, and then my brother James has it in the fire, moving it about. So it's a dinner entertainment show, and absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Also, if you don't necessarily have a backyard, we could coordinate to be able to do it in our backyard if it needed to happen that way. So
that's good.
Maggie says she doesn't have 7 friends, so we can auction off 7 seats at her table.
Oh man, we got Terry at 250. So right now it's actually 7 seats at Terry's table apparently.
I'm sorry, I don't yet have a gluten-free crust. Yeah, working on.
The secret to a gluten-free pizza crust is Italian gluten-free flour.
Yeah, but it ends up leaving. There's other flour that gets left in the oven. So
yeah,
we'll have to work on.
Well, I think unless somebody's gonna jump in here, Lori's throwing some beer in, so that's good. Anybody got 275? Push this up to 3. I mean. She'll come to you.
Chance.
And does that mean that you can get whatever toppings you want? It doesn't cost more to get different toppings?
No, we can coordinate and we can talk about what kind of toppings you like. Sure. Yeah, I'll work with you. Mm-hmm. If you're like, I just love whatever, we can figure it out. Happy. And the pig and fig, but the pig and fig is pretty darn good.
I feel like we're selling this one at 250.
I think so.
Anyone's gonna bid Terry out.
Maybe Terry and Maggie can come together, split it for like 150 each or something. I don't know. They'll figure it.
Going once, going twice. Last final Friday of the year.
All right.
And Scott's going to match to Polio Plus. Nice way to end final Friday.
Thanks, Scott.
Terry
throw
has
him a topping.
Split it. Awesome. Wonderful, guys. So we still brought it in under time, and I really appreciate everybody making that happen. I am, I do want to remind folks, if they want to volunteer at the plaza Saturday night, let Shoshana or Siva know. They could use people out there to help control the angry mobs. Are there any other announcements for the good of the order? If not, I leave you with, don't anybody, yeah, Lisa, don't anybody do this costume, okay? This is age specific costuming. All right, yes, Lisa.
So I just want to thank Ashley for week. She took care of it, and I think she had some family there, and they did the deliveries and everything, and it was just really, it was great. And then next week, I believe Cam is picking it up and he's hosting. So I would really, people that are on that first list for fall, if you can step up a little bit. We only need a couple people, but it's turning out right now that sort of their families are packing the bags and then somebody is delivering it. So anyway, I wanted to just put a thank you out to Ashley because she took care of that all on her own. So thank you.
That's a lot of packing for one person. So way to go, Ashley. I know she wanted to put some Halloween treats in there, and that was really important for her to do. And we appreciate that extra added bonus there. So thank you so much. Well, it's great seeing everybody. Thank you again for your donations of time and money and heart and soul to our club and our community. And get your butts out there and enjoy Halloween. And we will see you next month. Take care, everyone.